See this? It's a new computer game, and it's a visually stunning reinterpretation of the story of the Monkey King, also known as Journey to the West. But there's been a huge global argument over this, and Chinese software designers are surprise heroes in the West's computer game sector after they did battle with diversity consultants. But is that the real story? Now, the war of words started after Sweet Baby Inc., a Canada-based company, gained a reputation for selling advice to game designers around the world with a "how not to be cancelled" message. This consultancy and others warned that games would crash and burn because of the stringent political correctness requirements that now rule the West, and then they'd send multi-million-dollar invoices for this advice. But when diversity experts approached the designers of Black Myth Wukong, their sales pitch was declined. "No thanks," said the Chinese designers, who work for a company called Game Science. Over about 12 months, a number of reports circulated criticizing the Chinese designers for sex discrimination, lack of diversity, etc., particularly on IGN, which is one of the biggest game review sites in the world. Now, the Wukong game isn't even out yet, only trailers have appeared, and the game is slated for release on August the 20th this year. Japanese gamer Hideo Kojima last week praised the Chinese game's art and design after seeing the trailer. But there was a quick reply from an unknown source. "Seeing you promoting and praising a game studio with such a history of sexism and hatred is really disappointing to me." The Chinese game company went public with the details, claiming that Sweet Baby Inc. asked for $7 million to lecture them on Western political correctness. The consultants didn't confirm this, but gamers reacted by sharing memes like this. The game industry around the world in recent days picked up the story, and many have sided with the Chinese game makers. Even passionately anti-China sources in the US are saying that the Chinese were correct to do what they did. Then internet users West and East decided to search for clients who had paid for the services of Sweet Baby Inc. And then they kind of made a list of computer games that they said had gone too far in the interests of extreme wokeness. The wokeness had spoiled the game. Now, there's even a site on the internet where you can check out which games have been processed by Sweet Baby Inc. They interfere with works like Assassin's Creed, Dying Light 2 Stay Human, and God of War by pushing for politically correct female protagonists, said a Chinese game industry insider writing in Chinese on Weibo. These changes are the direct result of the interference and guidance of such teams. Yes, extreme wokeness is annoying, but we shouldn't go to the other extreme, which would leave us with white male characters dominating every game and movie. When game access platform Steam made Black Myth Wukong available for pre-orders about a week ago, it shot to number 1 in the chart within hours. So it appears that the Chinese game company's fight with the diversity consultancy has turned out to be a huge bonus for them. Here's my take on all this. I think sensitivity to questions of racism and sexism are a good thing, but you don't want to go too far on such issues. Also, as far as China goes, there are plenty of feminists, openly gay people, and of course ethnic minority people in China. And there is a real awareness that these people should not be discriminated against. But at the same time, I think the Chinese game designers are correct in saying that diversity issues are not sort of top of the agenda in China in the way they are in many Western nations. So in short, the Chinese way is to be nice to everyone, but don't make diversity into a big issue. Well, that's my advice, and I'm not going to charge you $7 million for it. But I will suggest do pick up Black Myth Wukong when it comes out. Looks like it's going to be a great game, and you're going to have many hours, weeks, months even of happy game playing that game. Peace.